Namaste, great morning. Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 27th. And let's do the focus of the day. Okay, here we go. I wanted to talk just a little bit while I'm shuffling the cards. Somebody on the channel today wanted to know how many students I have that are enlightened. How many did I get to enlightenment? You know, frankly speaking, if a teacher can get one student to enlightenment, they have done their job. Okay? People think that it's, people claim this enlightenment. And what they're claiming enlightenment 9 out of 10 times is simply when one has reached oneness. Oneness is not enlightenment. In fact, that happens very early in the path. So if you're talking about oneness, I have quite a few students that have entered that, but that is so early in the journey. And then also what I saw today, I did a quick reading on where is the New Age community at as a whole. You know, and I hear the channel things and the channel messages, and they're wonderful, and many of them are right on target, right straight down the line with what's being said. But the problem is that I've seen is that people are, and what the reading was telling me today was that people are there, they're listening, but they're still blind as to what direction to go. It was a Two of Swords. They're sitting there and they just don't know which direction to go. They're thinking about it and they're looking at it, but they haven't really even taken a step yet in that direction. Okay, so and they're looking at the end point already. Okay, the end point's here, but they haven't moved forward. Okay, so what I see is in so many communities with so many courses people are taking, etc., they sound good, they look good, but they're not practices. They're not being given guidance, practices, instruction, how to break through ego, which is Maya, which is the illusion. They're given a lot of things that they can expand their universe. But as far as actually breaking through, it's a solitary journey, the mystic's journey, like the Tarot is speaking about. Okay? The Tarot gives you the journey from start to finish to realization and what it takes, the steps it takes along the way. Okay? But when I see the courses being taught, and the things that people are involving in, they're fringe surface things, not things of depth to actually move one forward to challenging and breaking through that identification of persona is, to the is. So anyway, that's what I've seen today, and I know there will be a lot of people that will want to really come against that. But really, to get to realization, it takes coming to an absolute still mind and dying that death before death and confronting that which is false. Okay? And again, it takes going to the death before death. It's not a joke. And that is a personal journey that one takes within. One walks the mystic's path. Okay? Now, you don't have to be in a convent or someplace to walk a mystic's path. It can be done where you are. But you have to have the right tools in order to do that, to put practices into place that will help to, like when I'm working with people, I give things that will expand them, and then also practices to cut through. Okay? One has to awaken Kundalini, to awaken that goes through the levels and layers of consciousness. Okay? Well, this is a little deeper than what we need for the focus of the day, so we'll leave this for another time, but let's pull a card. Okay, yeah. And this is another thing with the New Age community that I see. Get grounded. So many of them are not given things to be grounded with. It's so important to be grounded, not just doing these. You are all want to open the third eye, the third eye, the third eye. That's all they talk about is the third eye. Okay. I want all these mystical experiences. Okay. Well, if you actually have a genuine awakening, Kundalini awakening, you will get those experiences. That third eye opens very rapidly. But you can stay lost in those forever. Okay? They are, sometimes they are there to challenge you. Okay? To see where it is that you really want to go. Okay? Do you want really to know God? Do you really want to know that expansion of realization? Or do you want personal powers of meism? Okay. If you are after meism, like they say, Kali can either bring liberation or absolutely more illusion. She's very good at creating illusion. Look at what's around you. Okay. But all of these things, why Kali is also time. It takes time. It takes attention. It takes self-sacrifice within in order to break through those layers of illusion. So important is to stay grounded. Now, if you're eating a vegetarian diet with a lot of carbs and everything, you'll start getting spacey. And people, I see so many people very spacey. They don't have enough protein in their diet. They're not grounded. They get airy-fairy. And they think when they're airy-fairy that it's somehow a higher consciousness. It's not a higher consciousness. One is just not grounded. Okay? So, again, getting grounded is so important. Yet, you can see them actually stepping on the ground. Now, that's also a good thing to do. It does help to be grounded. But again, grounding is also not chasing fantasy notions as well. Going through a path and being realistic. Okay? In reality, in this moment, the only thing that's happening is X, Y, Z rather than chasing some soap opera. Okay? So, a path is about centering, staying centered, confronting the illusion, what comes up. Is this Maya? Is it illusion? If it's something that comes and goes, then it can't be the eternal is, because the eternal is unchanging, ever present. That which comes and goes is Maya and ego. Okay, divisionary form, divisionary play. Okay. If you want to get to realization, enlightenment, then you have to come to that point of that which is the unchanging is, that absolutely center point. Like you see in Shakti, you see the all the yantras. You need to get to the center point of that yantra. And most people are on the extreme outside of it. They haven't even started navigating all of the energetic pathways to get to that center point. Okay? To get to realization, one has to be grounded in the center point of unchanging is. Okay? So again, to get grounded, we stay in the moment, not chasing fantasy. Okay? Having a good diet, make sure you have enough protein, especially if you are in the midst of a Kundalini awakening. You really, really, really need to have the protein to ground you, or else you really can get spacey and you can fry your nervous system. There's a reason why that I know it sounds so much more enlightened if you're not eating meat. Sounds so much more, but it's so high. But look at how I mean, everything has its life cycle, and that's just part of this planet. Okay, but again, it's very important to stay grounded Stay in this moment rather than chasing the dramas of things around you. I'm going to close this out because I hear them working outside, so my little dogs are going to go crazy for a while because they are doing the, sorry I have to yell, because they are doing the blowing the air things out there, so they're going to be screaming for a while. So namaste, have a great morning, and be grounded, okay?